Hi, we're gonna be solving this question together, so please read with me. The superstore is offering a special on several items. Sophia bought 12 pounds of hamburger meat for $5.39 a pound and 8 cans of tomato sauce for $1.45 each. If she gave the cashier a $100 bill, how much change did she get back? And like we always mention, one of the beauties of math, you can do it in different ways, but we're gonna focus on doing this cube solving problem model that we have on the left side. So we're gonna go and analyze each of the sentences. I'm gonna get started with the first one, the superstore offering specials on several items, no math information. Oh, this one does have numbers, so here I'm gonna highlight 12 pounds of meat, and the price is $5.39, and that's a pound. And a pound means, I'm gonna write it right here, pound, because that relates to a number, and everything that has to do with numbers is important. So here I'm gonna say this means 1 pound. So I'm gonna highlight that in green because this is the same as the information I highlighted up top. Great. So now I'm going to continue, and it says it has 8 cans of tomato. So I'm going to highlight that. That's important because this is a number. And then it has a price, $1.45 each. And again, I have the word each, and that means every one single can of tomato will have the same price. And I'm going to highlight this. If she gave the cashier, that's gonna be important, because if I give money to someone, what do you think is gonna happen? Exactly, we're gonna have to take away, which is subtract. She gave the cashier a $100 bill, so that's a quantity that from where we're gonna subtract. And the question is, okay, so we did that. And now I have the question, and I know the question I always box. So I'm going to box right here. How much change did she get back? That's what I need to focus on when I do all the math. And then so far we did circle or underline. We also did box. And now we're going to go to elaborate. And I already placed this label on the left side that can help me to get my work organized. So to understand what's going on, I need to know that they need to focus on the change. The change will be the money I get back after we paid. So really what we're gonna say is, okay, so we're gonna get to the cashier $100 bill, and I'm gonna put a decimal point here because in case I get decimals, this is what we gave to the cashier. I'm gonna put that in blue because that's how I highlighted on my questions on top. This is what we gave to the cashier. And then we're gonna spend some money. So then the next item here will be all the money we spend. And then we're gonna have to pay. So then what we're gonna do is we're gonna subtract that. And then at the end, the answer that we will get here, that will give me my change. This will be the change. Okay, so I need to come out with the total of all the money we spent. And the first thing that I noticed that we got here was 12 pounds of meat. So I'm gonna pretend that here I will have the meat, and it has 12. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pounds, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pounds. And I know that for each stick that I have here, how much do I pay? $5.39. Very correct. So each of these sticks is $5.39. And since I see this 12 times, I'm gonna have to multiply that by 12. Excellent. So let's do the multiplication on the side. This is gonna be 5.39. This is the section we assigned for the work, times 12. Please multiply with me. 2 times 9, 18, and 8 we carry 1. 2 times 3, 6, plus 1, 7. 2 times 5, this is 10. We're going to put a placeholder here, and now we're going to multiply. 1 times 9, that's 9. 1 times 3, that is 3. 1 times 5, that is 5. We're going to be adding those numbers. 8 plus nothing, this is 8. 9 plus 7, 16. 6, and we carry 1. 3 plus 1, this is a 4, and 5 plus 1, this is a 6. What we're going to do next, we're going to count the decimals in each factor. This is 1 and 2 decimals. Then on this one, we don't have any. The total will be 2. So from right to left, we move the decimal point to place values. So the total amount of money that Sophia spent for meat is going to be $64.68. Great. So far we know how much she spent on meat. But also we know that she got tomatoes. So for the tomatoes, we're gonna make a little picture here. And I'm gonna look at the numbers, and then she has 8 cans of tomato. So for the tomatoes, I'm gonna draw a little circle or oval. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Remember that when I'm creating pictures, it doesn't have to be a very fancy picture, just as long as you understand what's going on. Okay, great. So for each can of tomato, we know that each is, I'll put this here, the tomatoes is 1.45 each. And how many did she get? Yeah, she got 8. So we're gonna repeat this number 8 times. Just the number of times that we have in here. You see, that's why we repeat 1.45 8 times, like the number of times that we have the cans of tomato. So I'm gonna do that multiplication on the side right here. So I'm gonna put 1.45, which is the price of each can of tomato, times 8, because we have 8 cans of tomato. And remember, we always put the factor with more digits on top. Please multiply with me. 8 times 5, 40, 0 and we carry 4. 8 times 4, 32, 32 plus 4, 36, 6 and we carry 1. 8 times 1, 8 plus 3, 11. Now we're going to count the decimals in each factor, and this is 1 and 2. These are 2. Here we have none. So the total will be 2. 1 and 2. So the total money that we spend on tomatoes will be 11 and 60 cents. This is the money for the tomatoes. Great. So what we're gonna do next here is we're gonna find out the money that she spent in total. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put together the money that she spent on meat. This is the first operation we did. This is the second operation we did. And now this will be the third operation we do. So first of all, it was the meat. Second place, we found the tomatoes. And we have to put that together. For the meat, we know we got 64 and 68. For the tomatoes, we got, line up the decimal point first, 11 and 60 cents. So you see now, always when I add, make sure we line up the numbers. 8 plus nothing, this is 8. 6 plus 6, 12. 2 and we carry 1. Decimal point, we bring it down. We bring it down because we're adding. We didn't do that when multiplying. Multiplying is different. 1 plus 4, 5. 5 plus 1, that's 6. 6 plus 1, 7. Great. We know all the money that she spent in meat and tomatoes combined. So I'm gonna go back to my plan, and here I have, okay, what she gave to the cashier, and then minus all the money that she spent, and all the money that she spent is 76.28. So like always, I first line up the decimal point, then I'm gonna put one digit, ones to ones and tens to tens, and then on this one there's nothing, so I'm gonna put a 0. And then behind the decimal point I have 28 cents. On this one there's nothing. I always fill in with zeros. Great, so we're gonna do the subtraction. Can I do 0 minus 8? Not really. I need to take away from the number on the left side, so, but I can really take away anything from this one, because this one is a 0, this one is a 0, this one is a 0, and then finally from this one. So we're gonna do a whole borrowing process for this 100. So this one will become a 0. This 0 will come here, and the 0 goes on top. Now this number became a 10, but here we're gonna borrow to this neighbor. So this 10 will become a 9. The 9, the one we took away from here, goes on the next digit, and the 0 goes to the top. So now this is a 10. But this 10 is gonna land to the number on the right side. And this one will become a 10. This one is not a 0 anymore. This number needs 1 from the left side number. So this number will become a 9, and this number here will become a 10. Now we rewrote all our numbers. So now we can do the subtraction. 10 minus 8, that's a 2. 9 minus 2, that's a 7. We bring down the decimal point. 9 minus 6, this is a 3. 9 minus 7, this is a 2. Then I can write 0 minus 0, that's a 0, but 0 means nothing, so I'm not going to write that number. So after we pay tomatoes and meat, which is this amount right here, we subtracted that amount in here, and we come out with this answer. So yes, our answer is letter A.